All right, bet. We good, we good. Yo, so check this out, man. I want to let y'all know that I'm really in love with cryptos. If it's anybody that's in love with cryptos, it's me. When I first found out about Swipecoin, I was really blown away because of how easy it is. It's just so simple. And I was like, man, for a guy like me, right? Go ahead and stop dropping P2 what it do. I'm sorry, I couldn't help myself. I loved it. I love it because it's on the way. It's on the way. You feel me? But check this out. When I first seen Swipecoin, I look, I couldn't help myself. One, because the way they have it set up is just so simple, right? Not only does it tell you to buy or sell, which is the most, upfront to tell somebody how to right, buy, sell. You got two options. This is literally giving you the keys, right? It's giving you the keys to trade in Bitcoin, one of the most volatile pairs to trade on that MT4 app, and it's making it look easy, right? So without further ado, I'm about to share my screen and give you guys some sauce real quick. Go ahead and drop a 1 in the chat if you see Swipecoin on your screen. Drop a 1 in the chat if you see Swipecoin on your screen. All right, big bet. So I'm about to break this down for you guys the easiest way possible, right? The first thing is first, right? A lot of people don't even know that Swipecoin is not just an app, right? Of course, we got the Swipecoin app, and yeah, that's super easy to understand, right? But I want to talk to you guys about the Swipecoin scalper because that's where we're going to be making a lot of our short-term money, right? A lot of the swing trades are going to be called on the Swipecoin app, but when you want to make a quick 20, 30, 40, 50 bucks, depending on your lot size, this is definitely the place to go, right? And so I'm going to show you guys how to not have a heart attack, right? I'm going to show you guys how to not have a heart attack while using this thing, okay? So let me just show you some clear examples because, Swipecoin honestly has called every single big impulse that Bitcoin has ever made. The algorithm is so on point, right, that you will never miss a big impulse at all, right? So let me just show you how this thing works. Once you log into Swipecoin, which let me go ahead and refresh. Once you log into Swipecoin, it breaks down that, there's only 3 steps to using this thing. And I'm going to be honest with you, as somebody who uses this thing all the time, half the time, you don't even have to use all 3 steps, right? But I'm going to just go over them and show you why the 3 steps are important, okay? And 1 second, I got somebody locked out of my leadership call. 1 second. Okay, looks like that's not going to happen. All right, so check this out, okay? Once you log in, you'll get that 3 steps are required to use this, right? And the number 1 step is to change this chart from a candle chart to a line chart. So this is super important, guys, because you want to know where price is reacting, right? You want to know exactly where price is reacting so that you can make the best decisions at the best times, right? So check this out and make sure you guys are muted, family. Make sure you guys are muted, right? Right. The first thing you want to do is change it to the line chart, right? Now, the second thing that you want to do is you want to identify support and resistance on this chart, okay? And you can do that super easy by looking for the pivots at the price change, right? So, for all my people who haven't been on Go Live, all that means is we're looking for the letter V. We're looking for these V's in the market, right? If you see a V, then you know that that's specific point in price, right? Where price is reacting from. So for example, let's say that I believe that this is support, right? So I'm gonna make this green. I'm gonna make it a little thicker so you guys can see. Let's say that I believe that this is support, okay? I'm gonna go in here, mark my support and my resistance, okay? And I'll make this red for resistance, okay? Because I can see clearly that at these 2 levels, I have price reacting, right? And that's exactly what I want. I want to know where price is reacting. Why? Because I'm looking for this. I'm looking for the big breakout, okay? So once I got my support and resistance, I'm going to go ahead and change this back from a line chart back to the candle chart, okay? And what I want to do here is I want to identify my areas of structure. Okay, I want to identify my area of structure. Okay, So as you guys can see, right, we got a few taps on this line and we got a few spots where, you know, it's kind of missing the line, right? That's because typically your support and resistance is going to be more like an area. It's going to be more like this. Okay. We're just using a line to kind of simplify it, but you're really looking for something more like this. Okay. Because you want to look for a zone. Price is not going to just go to, all right, guys, the price is going to go to 58,676, and then I'm going to change. No, it's not going to be that obvious, right? It's going to go into these specific zones, and then it's going to react from those spots. So what you got to look for is a break in structure at this point. Once you've already identified your support and your resistance, now you want to look for a break of structure. So let me give you guys an example of what a break of structure is. Okay. This right here, structure. And you guys gotta excuse me, my laptop is acting funny. Boom. Okay. Right there, that's structure. Right here, structure. Okay. Down here, structure. Do you guys kind of see like what I'm getting at? Drop a 2 in the chat if you're following along on what structure is. Structure is any place that the price kind of collects and it changes direction. Okay, you want to look for some kind of consolidation, and then you want to see the price from that point. Okay, good, good. All right, I see most people are getting that. Okay, so the next thing that you want to look for, right? The third step, after you change it from a line chart, and then you go ahead and add your support and resistance, the next thing that you want to look for is a break of structure before you enter a trade, right? A lot of people can end up losing money because they want to skip steps, right? They want to shortcut the shortcut, right? Don't shortcut the shortcut. This is already built to make you money, right? So going into this, you got to understand that this is 90% mindset, 10% strategy, right? So going into this, understand, yes, you will make money, but you got to follow every single step in order to protect your profits, in order to protect your account, right? So what I'm looking for, if I saw this clear as day happen, I'm looking for a break in this structure right here. Or honestly, even right here. If we zoom in, this called the buy, right? It called the buy right at this point. So let me delete my support and resistance real quick. Okay. If it called a buy right here, I'm going to wait for it to break the next area of structure. So as soon as the price crosses this line right here, and I'll make it a different color for you guys. Okay. As soon as price passes this line right here, oh, I'm in. I'm getting in for the buy. Because I know that once it breaks structure, it's safe to get in because those are the rules, right? Now, had you got in right where I told you to, right? If you got in right there, how many pips we catching from there? Let's see. Boom. We catching almost 3,000 pips from there. That's 2,500 pips, easy, right? After the break of structure. In order to win at this, you got to not be greedy because I already know that there's some traders in here that feel like they already know what the market's going to do. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's how you're going to lose your money. Don't do that, right? Do not do that. And it works the same way for the sell. If I see that I got a sale coming up, right? So this is the price that it called the sell at, okay? I know that it needs to do what? It needs to break the last area of structure. But guess what? For this trade, it called the sell at the break of structure. It called the sell right at the break of structure. So guess what? Now you don't have to wait for a break of structure. You can just go ahead and hop in and you would have still made money. Look. Boom. That's 1,700 pips. Over 1,700 pips right there off of just following the rules, right? Now, the next thing that I want to kind of go over with you guys is how to protect what you're risking, right? And if you don't know how to count Bitcoin, it's super easy. You just count the whole numbers. It's a pip per number, right? So check this out. If I'm going in for this sell right here, let's see if I can zoom in just a little closer. If I was to take this sell position, because I know a lot of people are scared to even take sales on Bitcoin. This is the best way to protect your account. Let me just move this over. Boom. All right. What I would do is I would go ahead and move my stop loss to the last area of structure above the yellow EMA line. Because see, on Swipecoin, the yellow EMA line, it's running everything. That's what's really running the show here, right? When price breaks above the yellow EMA line, we believe that it's going to continue going up. And when price breaks below the yellow EMA line, we believe that price is going down. Okay? So what we're going to do here is we're going to actually set our stop loss right above the last area of structure above the yellow line. Because guess what? If the back above the line and it breaks the last area of structure, guess what? Those are all the right rules for the wrong direction. So we might need to go ahead and switch that sell to a buy at that point. You see, a good exit is always a good entry. Go ahead and write that down if you're taking notes. And I really pray that you guys are taking notes because Swipecoin will humble you. Swipecoin will absolutely humble you, okay? As far as your take profit, you want to always set your take profit for 50 pips, right? After 50 pips, Swipecoin doesn't owe you anything else, okay? So if you got a 0.1 on there, if you got a 0.1 on that guy and you see $50, you want to go ahead and snatch that. If you make more than that, cool, be grateful, right? But you want to go ahead and either snatch that up or move your stop loss to break even, right? For a risk-free trade. Because you are risking it after 50 pips, especially on a sell. Because as you see, the sales, they're not lasting as long as the buys, right? But even if you believe that, you know, a sell is going to go a lot further, then you at least want to make sure that your stop loss is at break even, man. Don't play with yourself or your account. Money is abundant, but you got to have a trading account to make it. You feel me? Drop a 4 in the chat if you with me right now. Cool. So check this out. So you guys know that 50 pips is what you're aiming for with the scalper. If you guys want to swing trade, that's super dope. Let me give you the sauce on how you know when you should be scalping and when you should be swing trading in the market, right? Let me just show you guys. So if we change this over here, so if we come over here to the alert panel where it's pretty much telling you buy or sell, right? You can see up here that you'll see something called original. If you click on that, right? If you click on that and you change it to smooth, it's going to bring up a whole different chart. Still Bitcoin, right? But this one's going to come with some add-ons, right? This one's going to come with some add-ons. This one's going to actually have annotations from Picasso himself, okay? And this is what you can use if you're a Bitcoin bull like me. Because I always think that Bitcoin's about to make a breakout. Like, I think it's about to break out right now, personally, honestly. I think this might be the one. That's why I got to chill. Because when I get emotional about Bitcoin, that's when I don't need to be trading it. You feel me? But if you're anything like me, you're always looking for that move, that big breakout on Bitcoin. What you want to do is you want to change your chart to the smooth. And you want to look for the last annotation that Picasso made because he's going to give you key zones to watch out for. Like, for example, he put this zone here, right? And he says mobile app buy entry zone, right? So that means that Swipecoin actually called this buy a long time ago from the app, which is dope. One, because you know that the app only calls swing trades. And for two, if the market does do a sell, you kind of have a zone for a TP. Or you can even set this zone up for maybe like a buy limit. So if Bitcoin ever returns back to this zone, you get the same exact entry as everybody who was there on time for the Swipecoin swing trade. Does that make sense? Because I'm gonna just be real with you guys, like only taking the alerts is gonna get you so far. You gotta really educate yourself. Okay? So that's pretty much all I got for the Swipecoin scalper to make it very simple. But I'm gonna point you guys in the direction of some Go Live educators that I watched that made it super easy for me, because I do have a presentation on how you guys can actually start investing in cryptocurrency today, right? And I want to get into that real bad. So before I get into that, I want to show you guys who you can go to for extra sauce on the Swipecoin scalper, right? You want to check out Sean Oguntosin, right? And let me tell you something about Sean, man. This is somebody who really knows his stuff, and he's actually live right now. That don't mean lead a call. That don't mean lead a call. Everything's recorded. You feel me? But what I need you guys to do is I need you guys to check out his favorite session, right? And I need you to check out his Swipecoin scalper for beginner. It should say crypto and Swipecoin scalper for beginners. This is the video that you want to check out. Because in this video, he's going to break down support and resistance one more time for you. Because I know everybody doesn't learn at the same pace, but you guys want to do more studying than you do trading. So I need you guys to go check out Sean Oguntosin if you're going to be messing around with this thing, because this has some very, like, dude, Bitcoin is volatile. You can be up $100, you can be up $150 1 minute, and then you take a little nap and wake up $60 in drawdown. Don't play with it. Do not play with it, right? So Sean Oguntosin, he's going to get you right. And I hope you guys were taking notes, because the same notes apply on Bitcoin and Ethereum. The same notes apply on Bitcoin and Ethereum. They pretty much match up. You guys see that? If I switch from Bitcoin and Ethereum, you really can't even tell. You can't even tell that I switched the chart. Now, another gem I'm going to give you before I move on to starting your own crypto portfolio. Please do not enter Bitcoin trades and Ethereum trades at the same time unless Swipecoin calls it like that. Because while they kind of mimic each other's movements, right, Ethereum is going to move a lot slower than Bitcoin. And it sometimes can make breakouts before Bitcoin makes the breakout. If you guys understand that, drop a 5 in the chat, because one of my biggest mistakes was actually trading Ethereum and Bitcoin at the very same time, thinking that I was just going to like double up my money, but that's really not how it works. It's really not how it works. Okay? Because while Bitcoin is moving thousands of pips, right? Ethereum is not moving thousands of pips like that. It's not moving the same way Bitcoin moves. It's a little weird. It's that weird cousin that I don't want to talk to like that. Me specifically, I only trade Bitcoin. I don't really rock with Ethereum like that. It moves funny. So that should tell you off rip, right, that they are different. Some people will argue me down that they like Ethereum better than Bitcoin, whatever floats your boat, right? But you need to figure that out one at a time, 100%. Okay, so that's it on Swipecoin. If you got some value from Swipecoin, go ahead and drop a 6 in the chat so I can start my next presentation, please. Bet. Cool. I don't know how much time I got, EP, but I'm going to make this super short. Okay, cool. Big bet. All right, if you guys see demystifying Kraken on your screen right now, go ahead and drop a 4 in the chat. Big bet. All right, check this out, guys. I'm about to walk you guys through how you can actually start up your own crypto portfolio. If you ever heard of XRP, right, and you actually invested in it when it was at 25 cents, when it was at 50 cents, you guys are up right now. You guys are so up, it's ridiculous. Just a couple of days ago, XRP jumped from 53 cents to $1.43. Oh my God. That means that, look, just like Bitcoin went from $3,000 to 60K, there are all kind of different coins doing that all the time. Jumping 10x in people's money, 20x in people's money, 30x in people's money, but you got to be in the right place at the right time. But lucky for you, I'm about to show you guys how to actually sign up for the correct broker, right? That way that you can invest in these coins. You can actually start buying these coins. So I'm about to tell you guys about Kraken, but there are a bunch of different brokers, right? You can use Kraken, you can use Binance, you can use Coinbase, but I'm going to be showing you guys Kraken today because that's what I use and that's what I like. But for currencies like XRP, right? XRP is specifically not on Kraken, but it is on Coinbase, it is on Binance, right? But Kraken does offer a lot of cryptocurrencies that may not even be on Binance or Coinbase. You're just gonna have to do your research on those. But for today, I'm gonna be showing you Kraken and why I use it, right? So the first thing about Kraken, why Kraken? right? For one, it's going to help you buy, sell, and trade digital currencies. And for two, it's really good for both beginners and advanced traders. That means that if you're a beginner, you can make an account easy as pie, right? Go ahead and deposit your Bitcoin just like you would on Prosperity or Hugo's Way, and you can instantly start buying coins. For my advanced traders, you can set buy limits, sell limits, conditional closes for whatever coins you buy. You can actually use this to come up certain gains in one day. Like if you get a tip from Curtis Cobain, right? If you get a tip from Curtis Cobain, you can actually go on Kraken, go and exchange for a coin, and then make that percentage that day. You can make upwards to 25% on your money every day. Like we just got to be in the right place. We just got to be in the right place. Okay. So go ahead and take notes, because I know you guys are not going to be able to actually go and make a Kraken account while you're on the call, but go ahead and either take notes or screenshot the presentation, please. I put a lot of time into making this just because, I know it can be a little bit complicated, but, after you sign up, right, immediately after you sign up, you want to go ahead and follow the prompts at the top of the screen. So that's going to start with verifying your identity. Okay, once you click on that, once you click on verify your identity, you're going to get three options. It's going to say beginner, intermediate, or expert. You want to go ahead and go for that intermediate option. That's the one that I chose, right? Because I don't have to give too much of my personal information. But I still get access, and I still am able to, upload as much Bitcoin as I want to the server. Okay. Once you should be ready to go ahead and fund your account. Okay, you should go ahead and fund your account after that. Okay, so the next one that you're gonna pick, because remember, guys, if you saw the last slide, it's 3 prompts up here. So it's 3 things that you're gonna need to do. After verifying your identity, you're gonna click on the next tab, and it's gonna bring you to a screen that looks something like this. Once you get to this screen, you want to specifically go to Bitcoin. It's going to have XBT in parentheses next to it, okay? And you're going to hit deposit, right? And you only want to do this step after you buy Bitcoin on Cash App, okay? If you don't know how to buy Bitcoin on Cash App, then honestly, I don't know if you've even been trading this far, right? I don't even think you've been trading, bro. You feel me? You want to go ahead and buy the Bitcoin on Cash App, have that ready, because once you click the deposit option next to Bitcoin, all you need to do is go ahead and acknowledge the agreement, and you're ready to fund the account. Okay. Now, at first, when I went to the screen to fund my account, I was like, all right, I'm here at the fund screen. I don't see a QR code. I don't see anything like that. Right. So what you want to do is you want to click generate new address. And then once one of these pops up, you want to go ahead and click on the QR code option. You want to go ahead and click on the QR code option once this comes up. Okay. As you see, I got 3 deposits that I've made on here. So I had 3 of these addresses that I had to generate. You're going to have to generate a new address every time. Okay. Now, once that QR code generates, you just send the Bitcoin to the address by scanning it from Cash App. All right. And it's easy just like that. And the money will be there. Okay. Now, once you're funded, you want to go ahead and click the Kraken logo and return to the home screen. Okay. Because at this point, you're pretty much ready to go. You're pretty much ready to go after your account's funded, okay? So once you're back on the home screen, and if you remember, I'll go back, okay? You'll see this little bar graph in the top right corner, okay? That little bar graph, click on to start actually exchanging your currencies, okay? And this is where you obtain digital real estate. So once the screen opens up, by default, BTC USD is going to be on your screen. It's going to come up just like this. Okay. Now you want to click on Bitcoin. It's going to be in the top left corner, right underneath the Kraken logo. That's what you want to click on. Okay. Now, once you click on that, it's pretty much going to pull up a drop-down menu, and the drop-down menu is going to look like this. So let's say I wanted to go on and I wanted to exchange my Bitcoin that I just deposited, right? My Bitcoin that I just deposited, I want to exchange that for some other coins now. I want to go ahead and start building my crypto portfolio now, okay? So once the drop-down menu comes up, all I got to know is what do I want to buy? What do I want to exchange my Bitcoin for? In this scenario, I started typing DOT. If you know what DOT means, go in the chat, and I'm actually going to Cash App you $5. If you know what DOT stands for, go ahead and drop it in the chat, and I'm going to Cash App you $5. Nobody knows what DOT stands for? That's wild. All right, I gotta end the giveaway now. All right, bet. DOT stands for polka dot, right? DOT stands for polka dot. I gotta get y'all right. Okay. DOT stands for polka dot. Polka dot is a type of cryptocurrency, okay, that's offered by Kraken. And what I was doing was I just typed in the abbreviation. And you can find all of this information on Go Live. I'm gonna give you guys all the sauce. Don't worry. If you know nothing about cryptos, I'm gonna give you all the sauce. Don't worry about it. Okay. But you definitely want to go ahead and screenshot this because it's gonna look super familiar whenever you go into Kraken. So once you type in DOT, you're gonna see all these different pairs. You got DOT AUD, y'all know that's the Australian dollar. You got BTC, that's Bitcoin. You got ETH, that's Ethereum. So as you guys can see, we're just looking at a giant crypto exchange. But once you deposit your Bitcoin, that's the only currency you have to exchange with. So you start typing in your abbreviation, you want to click on where it says DOT BTC. Okay. Once you click on that, you're going to see a trading screen in the right corner. Okay, you're going to see a trading screen in the right corner. So you can't see it on this screen, but so all this stuff is going to be a trading screen, and you'll see it clear as day if you see this. I promise. You won't have any questions once you actually have the website pulled up. Promise. Okay. Once the trading screen is connected, because it's going to have something that says connect in the middle of it, you just click it and it'll connect. Okay. Once it's connected, you'll have the option to buy or sell. Okay. You want to go ahead and buy. You want to go ahead and actually buy. Okay. Because that's what's going to trade your Bitcoin for DOT, for Polkadot, or whatever cryptocurrency you were looking to exchange. Okay. You want to also make sure that the type is on market. When it comes to how much of it you want to purchase, you know, Kraken made it super simple by offering us the ability to do, you know, 25%, 50%, 75%, or 100%, right? But the thing is, if you don't want to do it by percentages of your Bitcoin, you can actually type in the total amount of Bitcoin that you want to exchange, and it'll fill in all of this information for you. It'll just fill it all in. So you don't have to know any of the Polkadot numbers. You don't have to do any of the percentages if you don't want to. You can just type in $50 worth of Bitcoin right here, and it's fill in all the rest of the information. Okay. Now, for my advanced traders who want to make sure that they make their money on like a pump, right? You want to go ahead and do a conditional close under sale. You want to switch it to the sale tab and create a conditional close. Get all complicated right now, right? I just want to go ahead and show you guys how to exchange your Bitcoin for whatever crypto you're looking at. So you're going to go ahead and click review and buy once all of this information is filled out. Super simple. Okay. Go ahead and drop easy in the chat. Go ahead and drop easy in the chat. Because it really is, truly. It's super, super simple, and it's super easy, man. All you're doing is you're taking one coin and you're saying, okay, I got this one. Now give me this one. Let's switch. Okay. And you can continuously do that on Kraken. Continuously do that. Okay. So the next thing I want to go over, right, is that once you hit that review and buy button, that's it. You just participated in your first DeFi trade. So that means that once I hit review and buy, I now own DOT. Now, you guys trade on MetaTrader 4, right? So you know that if you enter a trade and it goes the wrong way and you don't have a stop loss, that thing just hit zero and your account is gone, right? This is a much safer way to invest for the long term because for one, entrepreneurs, we don't have a 401k. And for two, doing this will provide you a solution to that depleting account problem. Because with this, I actually own Polkadot. So that means if Polkadot's value happens to go down for a day, I don't have to worry because as soon as it goes up, right? As soon as it goes up, I could just take it out when it goes up. I could just wait it out. You're doing this for the long term anyway. Okay. So you actually hold that coin as if it's a stock, as if it's Apple stock or Microsoft. And you guys know that with stocks, right? As long as you don't pull out, you still have all of your money. As long as you don't pull out, you still have all of your money. So whatever coins that you guys go and get, I want you guys to just be super intentional about it, because you're going to be holding these coins for, some weeks, some months. It could be a year or two. You could be holding these coins. But when they take off, we're talking about doubling whatever it is that you put in there. That means you put $10,000 in there, you're looking at making $20,000 if this thing doubles. Now that's some dangerous information, because somebody like me, you feel me? When I got my stimmy, I put the whole stimulus check into Kraken. And I'm adding to it every time I get paid residuals. Every time I get paid residuals, I'm throwing a little something at it. Because it's necessary, guys. We're not planning on having anybody taking care of us. So this is the way that we need to look out for ourselves and our family. And this is another way to create generational wealth, guys. Don't sleep on it. Because people who bought Litecoin real early, they cashed out. People who bought Bitcoin real early, some of them still sitting in there. I know people who own whole Bitcoins. And they're not ready to sell them, guys. So keep in mind that the next Bitcoin, the next big rookie coin to come out, the next Ethereum, the next Bitcoin, guys, want to be last to the party. You don't want to be last to this party. This is an event. This is an event that's happening in our lifetime, right? Look at it like an event. Look at it like something that's happening to only us. Because right now, you investing in DeFi is going to put you in the 1%. Don't sleep on it. Okay. And before I bring up the next person or throw it back to EP, 1 second, I want to show you guys where you guys can actually get more information on these coins, because I know it wasn't necessarily like easy for me to find the information. I was the first one to really go dig. I'm not gonna hold you. If you guys see Go Live on your screen right now, just put a 1 in the chat for me. All right, bet. Now, the best people to actually go and get, portfolio advice from is going to be my guy, Curtis Cobain, and my guy, Jason Brown. Okay. Curtis Cobain and Jason Brown. Curtis Cobain specifically talks about altcoins. He specifically goes over altcoins, and he teaches people how they can actually go and invest in DeFi and make a big return in not only short-term ways, but long-term ways. Right? So what you want to do is you want to go to his Go Live, and you want to go to his favorite sessions. The first video that you want to watch, if you don't know nothing at all about cryptos or what we just was talking about, you want to go to DeFi 101. You want to click on DeFi 101. Why? Because he's going to break down what exactly we're doing here. That's super key information. Because guys, like, even if you're not interested in this for yourself, which you should be, this is also another way for you to build the business. I don't know about you guys, but I got some seniors in my business. I got some people that's, 60 and up who are not interested in being on MT4 all day or being in the markets, being on the computer. But guess what? This right here is a sales pitch for somebody who wants to secure their future long term. You got to start thinking about all the ways that information like this can help you. Because older people who don't like fast money, because they're out there, you got to understand it's different personality types. They are out there. The people who do not want to make, fast money, who think fast money is a scam, who don't want to be leveraging their money in volatile markets, right? They can actually make a DeFi account and safely stay in some cryptocurrencies for the long term. And then boom, all that has to happen is one pump. They got results, right? They're studying Curtis Cobain. They're able to make, short-term positions and long-term positions, but it's a lot safer because they don't have to worry about their account ever hitting zero. Drop a 2 in the chat if that makes sense to you. Because at this point, guys, like, we need to be not only looking for how we can make a bag off of these situations, but how we can actually sell this to people. Because when people give you objections, if you know everything about this business, man, come on, chairman's easy. It's only 500 people. You done bumped into 500 people this year. You done bumped into 500 people this year, seriously. So make sure you guys are checking out Curtis Cobain. That's one video I want you guys to watch is DeFi 101. And the next video I want you guys to watch is Portfolio. This is going to break down all the coins, what they do, and when they're expected to pop. Definitely want to check this out because I literally get all of my tips from here, from this portfolio video right here. And whenever he goes live, I also get on and I listen to his suggestions when he's live. Swipe Coin will call out some altcoins that you can buy as well. So I highly recommend you guys make a Binance account as well. And I'll be working on a presentation to go over that as well. I actually have a crypto podcast that I do every Friday. It's a Zoom call. Everybody on here is welcome to get on there. I'll drop my Instagram whenever I get off of here, but I'll also be dropping, where I get my altcoin information on there as well. Okay. So check out Jason Brown. Also, he's going to be talking about, cryptos and, why they're important, when they're going to pop. You want to really be feeding yourself this information. So it's like second nature, man. Seriously. Because if you do this the right way, just like we can tell that the DXY is going down when gold is going up, when Bitcoin is going up, most of the time altcoins are going down. So you want to just kind of keep up with both of them. It's going to really give you more insight on when to trade and how to make this money work for you both long term and short term. Okay. So that's all the sauce, really. And you guys make sure you check out Ivan Paycheck too. He's going to be interviewing chairman. You feel me? He interviews chairman, right? And one thing that he's going to be talking about on here is definitely their crypto portfolios and what they're investing in. If you don't watch this for nothing else, just get the free game, please. Get the free game, okay? So without further ado, I want to go ahead and bring up the next speaker. He said, do we need a VPN for Kraken and Binance? You do not need a VPN for Kraken, which is why I love it. If you want to get the Binance that's countrywide, that's for everybody, that's international, you will need a VPN. But, honestly, they don't want us getting no money, man. So the US pretty much got that on lock. You honestly should just make a US Binance account just to save you the trouble in advance, okay? All right, so the next person to come up and speak, man, I just got to tell you right now, this is somebody who brought me into business. And when I got here, I didn't want to do nothing. Be honest with you, I didn't want to do nothing. I didn't want to do nothing but learn how to trade. And I had to really understand that this is bigger than just me, right? And no, Kraken does not let you invest in XRP. Not that one. That's pretty much the only one that doesn't let you invest in. But this is somebody, right, who I love, I care for. This is somebody who was in my life in middle school. We played the saxophone in band in middle school, right? We've been friends for years, long time. And, now we get to get rich together, right? So if you weren't taking notes with me, you definitely want to take notes with him because not only was he able to impact over, right? But this man's about to go smack chairman in the I'm gonna just give you the warning right now. He's about to go smack chairman in the face. It's about to be lit. He's about to do it with his close ones, his family, and he's impacting lives all over the world. We got students in Africa, students in the Dominican Republic. Please show some respect. Have your cameras on and your notebooks out for my brother Maverick. Go ahead and drop a P5 in the chat for my guy, man. Don't stop till he starts.
Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. Sheesh, bro, just dropped mad value. No cap. Appreciate the P5s in the chat. But yo, y'all drop some P2s. If y'all just got some value that you're about to go make some money with, go ahead and drop some P2s in the chat. Right? Drop a P2 for every dollar you're about to make in the next 6 months. Right? Drop a P2 in the chat for every dollar you're about to make in the next 6 months. Right? And don't let somebody else in the chat eat your food. Right? Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. I'm not gonna be long, but I will be strong, right? I really want you guys to understand. My name is Maverick, right? Live Like Mav on Instagram. Y'all can follow me. I'm a Platinum 2000 in the family. Chairman, Chairman Our Bodies. I've been in the business since July of last year, since the beginning of July last year. Appreciate y'all, y'all can stop dropping the P2s, man. We gonna cash that check for y'all, man. We gonna cash that check for y'all. We gonna get y'all the black card, right? But I really want y'all to lock in, right? I've been in the family since about last July, right? And when I came in here, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, right? When I came in here, right, I had already been an entrepreneur for the past like 4 or 5 years, right? I'm 24 years old. I haven't worked since I was 21, right? But understand that either way it goes, like y'all already know the vibes, right? I'm still putting in time. I still gotta hustle, right? The businesses I have, I'm still having to be at the business, right? So when I found out about this, right, being able to actually make money from my phone, right? Be able to actually put my money to work for itself, right? Information that we weren't supposed to find out, right? Information that we were not meant to have, right? So I ask all the time, like, if not this, then what, right? When I found out about that information, I really took it personally, right? My mentor is Zakar, you know, shout out to C. John, right? Those are my brothers, my mentors, right? And because of those individuals, I really saw how serious this was, right? And how much this could help other people, right? So I'm not going to hold you. As quickly as I could, right? I went ahead and got, you know, as many people in front of the information as possible, right? I got as many people in front of the information as possible. Like I was really just a student, right? I was truly a student. Anything like, I'm gonna be real with you, like one thing you can write down, and this is one thing that you want to understand when it comes to investing or when it comes to building a business. Honestly, when it comes to being an entrepreneur or anything in life, period, right? A lot of people have the I know syndrome, right? A lot of people got the I know syndrome. They feel like when somebody's talking to them, they hear it a different type of way because they feel like they already know that information. And therefore, you're not in a state of receiving. And that's the reason that you're not able to apply the information that you're receiving, right? But one of the keys to actually being a 6-figure, 7-figure, 8-figure earner, right, is listening and applying, right? Listening and applying. You can hear all the right information in the world, right? A lot of people don't understand that the reason that they're not successful is not because of the lack of information that they have, right? The reason that they're not successful is because of the information that they do have, but they fail to apply, right? So you got to really understand that you got to really be a student. That's one thing that I really learned here, because there's so much information around you, right? There's so much information around you, so many people around you that's teaching you on a consistent basis. But here's something else that I understood, something that I applied right away, right? Is that you're not just learning information for yourself, you're learning information to also teach somebody else, right? You're learning information so that you understand it so much that you could teach somebody else, right? And when I understood those two things, like, I'm gonna be honest with you, on the journey of building the business, right? On the journey of building a group of individuals, of going out and meeting new people, of changing myself, of developing myself, right? On that journey right there, you got to understand it took belief, right? It took belief. I don't know if you guys saw, I don't know if you guys have seen Jalen Goss's how to launch video, right? That he dropped in the last week. But I'm gonna be real with you. A lot of people, it's hard for them to succeed straight off the strength of belief, right? And that's one thing that it was for me, because you got to understand that you want to go chairman. If it's C or nothing for you, I just want to know who I'm talking to, right? Drop a C10 million in the chat if it's C or nothing for you, right? Because I want y'all to understand one thing. My brother Wealthy, right? My brother Wealthy, when he got here, he wasn't too excited about this information, right? Right? He had a lot of the right information already, right? He was seeing certain success that he wanted to see, right? He just wanted something different. But you got to understand that, you see, it's the level of belief, my belief, right, that was able to actually guide him to get to the source of information to allow him to apply it the way he's applying it right now, right? Shout out to everybody dropping C10 million in the chat, right? But you got to understand that one of the keys to actually going ahead and leveling up and getting to the next level in this business is leadership. Everything rises and falls on leadership, right? Everything rises and falls on leadership. Yeah, we could produce. Yeah, I know how to produce. We gonna do that, right? Let it talk for itself, right? But at the end of the day, if you could produce, but you cannot retain, it does not matter, right? Relationships plus results equals retention, right? Relationships plus results. right? And that's one thing that it really came down to, right? Your belief, right? Like my girl Shirley was saying this earlier to my squad, right? Your belief in yourself, in the product, and in your mentorship is what's going to determine your bank account and determine what happens in your back office, right? That's what's going to determine it, right? Every time I'm talking to my squad, I wasn't telling them, you know, I wasn't reducing their goals, right? I wasn't letting them be mediocre. I wasn't letting them settle for what they wanted to go for. I'm gonna be real with you. Every single call I was on, my camera was on, right? My camera was on every call I was on. Do you know why? Because I want to create an organization of individuals who's actually going to get results. How you know everybody's getting results if their camera's not on? You don't see them in front paying attention, right? But why should their camera be on if your camera's not on, right? See, it's the little things. It's the little things. It's the small things that affect all things, and that's what people don't really understand, right? So that's one of the keys that actually allowed us, right, as an organization to actually grow, and not just grow in size, but in knowledge, right? Like you see, right? Really applying this and really being able to see results in the market, see results in the mindset, in the wealth, right? So that's something that's going to be really key, right? Because you got to have high belief and high expectations, because if your expectations is not in alignment with your goals, right, then you're not going to, it doesn't matter how many times EP shows you how to make 6 figures, right? It doesn't matter how many times somebody shows you a 7-figure compound plan, right? It doesn't matter how many times you see 10 million on if your expectation is that that's not going to be attained, it's not going to happen, right? So, you know, that's extremely powerful. And I'm gonna be real with you, like the environment in my fault, family. Somebody was calling me, right? But I'm gonna be real with you, family. Like, you know, that was extremely key, right? Everything rises and falls on leadership. And like I said, I wasn't gonna be too long, right? Because I really want y'all to take that information you just received and apply it. Right? I really want you to take that information. I want you to apply it, because there's no reason anybody on this call shouldn't be up 6 figures in the next 12 months. I'm gonna just be real with you. I've made 6 figures before, right? Some of y'all have probably made 6 figures on this call, but you never seen it liquid, right? They just shown you how to do it in your phone from Wi-Fi, bro. There's no reason, right? You just gotta apply, right? But here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. For those of y'all who drop C10 million in the chat, understand you want an organization of over 100,000 individuals who are going to their goals, right? Who are able to attain things, right? Able to see the vision. The thing is, you got to have long distance vision, right? I want you to write that down, right? You got to be able to have long distance vision, right? Why should I follow you, right? Why should I follow you if you only see as far as I see? Right? Why should I follow you? Right? When I ask a lot of new students and prospects questions, I'll sit there and ask them, yo, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? They don't even know where they see themselves in the next 5 years. But if you as a leader had a goal for your group and your organization and for the people around you in the next 5 years, don't you think people can really just see themselves in that? Because they wasn't planning anything in the first place. Right? But are you seeing long distance vision? Right? Or are you allowing yourself to see right in front? Right? Are you so worried, right, about the person to the right and to the left of you? Are you so worried about what everybody around you is doing that you forgetting that a leader can lead from the back? Because it doesn't matter if you're in the front or the back, your vision stays the same. But you got to pay attention to the small things, like I said, right? 6 of the right people could come in your business right now and pop P600 in the next week. P2. Right? P2. But it's because you don't believe it. You're not seeing it. You're not speaking it. You're not speaking life into your business. Every time something go wrong with your business, it's a problem. You're not speaking solutions. You got to understand. Drop a 2 in the chat if you know a chairman. Drop a 2 in the chat if you know a chairman, right? If you just drop a 2 in the chat, then you know somebody who has solutions, right? Because you become a chairman when you have solutions, right? It's not when the back office says that I'm a chairman, that I'm a chairman. I'm a chairman because I always have a solution, right? Do you always have the solution? Whether it be somebody's trading account, whether it be somebody's bank account, whether it be somebody's rent, whether it be somebody's attitude, whether it be somebody's ego, are you speaking depth or are you speaking solutions? Because when my trading account ain't talking to me too nice, right? I'm still speaking solutions, right? You know what? Hold on. It's driving a little bit. We're going to just close out with this. And for the next week, proper risk management. And after that, I'm turning up, right? I'm speaking solutions. It doesn't even matter, right? Understand that what we do, this is truly about impact. This is truly about other people. So your belief right? Your belief should be unaffected by what you see in the physical right now. If you base your actions off of what's realistic to you, you're gonna get realistic results based on your current reality, right? You gotta go based as if you have the results already, right? When you're able to do that, that's when things are gonna start aligning for you, right? That's when things are gonna move quickly. And because the people around you see you doing that, they're gonna go harder. They're gonna go harder. All of this is aligned. Remember why we do this, right? Remember why we do this. The money is a given when you remember why we do this, right? People come and people stay because of relationships, right? Because of results. When you remember those two things, it's not hard to keep your ego in check and just develop yourself, right? Believe in yourself, believe in the product. Because if it wasn't for this product, a lot of us wouldn't be trading. Let's keep it a buck, right? And believe in your mentorship because they have the results that you want. It doesn't matter how you feel about them. It doesn't matter what they did already, right? It doesn't matter how you feel about how they talking to you or if it makes you comfortable, right? Nothing that you want, nothing that you want is within your comfort zone right now, right? So you probably got to get outside of it, right? I want y'all to understand. Like these is rules to life, right? It's not book smart. This is just like you're gonna have to allow yourself to use your common sense because you have it. What we was doing, the way that we was thinking, it wasn't working. So it's time to up it. Drop a up it in the chat, right? Drop a up it in the chat. Shout out to EP, right? Shout out to EP. Shout out to Nate. Shout out to Wall Street Ray, right? These individuals right here, like really set the tone. Shout out to my mentors. Shout out to C. John, Zakar, right? Shout out to Gus, C50. You see it right in front of your face. It's time for us to up it. This summer is personal. They not gonna leave me behind no more. You got too many solutions for people, right? EP, I appreciate you having me on this call, man. I'm gonna just be honest with you. You guys are truly blessed. Truly blessed. I ask this man for the blueprint every time he give me something, right? He like, yo, did you do that? Nah. All right, here you go. He give me a source of information. Make sure he can lead you to the lake, but he can't force you to drink, right? If I do what he does, I'm gonna have what he has, right? It's really that simple. So truly happy and grateful for you, bro. But that's how we got this done. And by staying a student, listening and applying and teaching other people to do the same, that's how we're gonna go ahead and wrap up P5. That's how we're gonna go ahead and wrap up Chairman, right? And teach everybody else right behind to do the same exact thing. No cap. Happy and grateful for you, EP. Y'all are truly blessed. This man right here, no lie, like just walk in the right direction and apply the information you got today. My name is Mav, live like Mav on Instagram. Y'all follow me, tag me, shoot me a DM, whatever the case is, let's connect. You feel me? But I appreciate you, bro. I'm gonna pass it back to you.